Hot take alert. Murder is bad. In fact, I think murder is so bad that people who do murder on other people should go to jail for a very long time. Thankfully, most people agree with me. Murder is illegal in all countries in the world. However, in the United States of America, in the state of Idaho, in 130 squared kilometers, murder is, technically speaking, legal. But how? How could this possibly be? Well, when the United States was founded, its founders strongly believed in the rights of those not yet found guilty in a court of law. Thus, the Constitution made it especially difficult for somebody to be tried and convicted in a court of law. When the Constitution was being debated in the 1770s and 80s, a lot of people disagreed with how the Constitution was worded and disagreed with what was in it. Thus, Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, and James Madison worked together to write the Federalist Papers to get those people on board with the Constitution. The Federalist Papers were massively successful in gaining the support of those who disagreed with the Constitution. Despite this, Madison still drafted the Bill of Rights in 1789, and it became law in 1791. The Bill of Rights is also known as the very first 10 amendments to the Constitution. Some of these amendments are pretty well known. The first one honors the freedom of speech, religion, etc. The second honors your right to bear arms. No soldiers in your house during times of peace. No unwanted searches or seizures, etc., etc., etc. But the Sixth Amendment to the Constitution states, "In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime was committed." We get to our murder loophole from the stressed state and district. Now, this 130 squared kilometers zone of death, as it's called, is located in a particularly weird and unusual area. It is located in the Federal District Court for Wyoming, and it covers 100% of Yellowstone National Park territory in the state of Idaho. Even though Yellowstone is primarily located in Wyoming, the government wanted that Federal District Court to stretch into the Montana and Idaho parts of the park as well. And since the Sixth Amendment is extremely specific, it states the accused enjoys the right to an impartial jury in the state and the federal district court where it allegedly occurred. This isn't a problem in the Montana section because thousands of people live in the Montana section of Yellowstone, meaning they can, in good faith, be prosecuted by a jury from the state of Montana and the district court for Wyoming. But literally zero people live in the Idaho section of Yellowstone. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, since nobody lives in the area that overlaps the state of Idaho and the District Court of Wyoming, nobody can form a jury and thus prosecute you for a crime. In December 2005, a poacher named Michael Baldurain illegally shot an elk in the Montana section of Yellowstone. Belderine cited Brian Colt, the man who discovered the loopholes paper, The Perfect Crime, to explain why he believed it was illegal to have his trial with a jury from a state other than where the crime was committed. The court dismissed this argument and Belderine took a plea offer. However, nearby missing persons cases have attracted some media attention. No known crimes have ever taken place in the zone of death as of 2026. But if one did, nobody would legally be allowed to prosecute the perpetrator. Stick around for next time, where I go over how 9% of the entire city of Chicago burned down to the ground in 1871.